Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you are watching me, depending on your time zone. Now, the ruling Jubilee Party came out with a letter which they shared on their Facebook page as a notification to have a meeting at the end of this month. And Dennis Itumbi, who always purports to be leaking out information from the government and the Jubilee Party, went ahead to share his views, insinuating that Raila Odinga is among the people who have been invited into that NDC. So I'm going to read out the notice from Jubilee Party and the Dennis Itumbi post. And after that, we are going to give our views on that same issue. Now, this is what Jubilee is saying. Notice to convene the National Delegates Conference, NDC. Take notice that pursuant to Article 711 and 712 of the Jubilee Party Constitution, a meeting of National Delegates Convention shall be convened at 10:00 a.m. on the 30th day of November 2021 at Kasarani. They go ahead to say, the agenda of the NDC shall be, number 1, to review the formula and or approve all policies of the party. Number 2, to consider, amend, review, and or ratify the party constitution to ensure compliance with the Constitution of Kenya, the Political Party Act, and the Election Act, among others laws. They go on to say, to consider, amend, review, and or ratify the rule and regulation of the party to ensure compliance with the Constitution of Kenya, the Political Party Act, and the Election Act, among other laws. Number 4, to consider other matters referred to the National Delegates Conference by the National Executive Committee or the National Convening Council. And remember, when they talk about that number 4, there was another meeting which was convened, and they all agreed to kick the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto from Jubilee Party. So that's where this thing is coming to happen. So they end on by saying, take further notice that the convention shall be held on strict compliance with the COVID-19 health guideline as advised by the Ministry of Health from time to time. Signed, Honorable Raphael. Now, in response to that, just 6 hours ago, this is what Dennis Itumbi is saying. The Hustler Nation Intelligence Bureau, NHIB agency, are reporting Jubilee has invited Raila Odinga to their NDC, where DP William Samoei Ruto and the majority of elected legislators will be kicked out. He goes on to say, a majority of staffs will also lose their jobs in the NDC. It is so disclassified. So that is Dennis Itumbi reporting on the same issue. Now, what we understand is that most of the people who are siding with the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto have already told us that they decamped from Jubilee Party long time ago and joined UDA Party. So, for that reason, any business going on in the Jubilee Party should not bother them. But the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto might be having an agenda that they want to achieve in the Jubilee Party through what Dennis Itumbi is trying to post here, because Itumbi has been part of his communication team. And therefore, that's what we want to check into. But before we go deep into that, a quick reminder. You might be watching me, but you have not yet subscribed. Please consider subscribing so that any other time once we come out with a video like this one, will always get notified. Again, to all our returning subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, let us give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube will recommend our video to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto has been calling people, and mainly was targeting elected leaders, to decamp from their specific political party and officially join his UDA party. And even the other day, he was calling on Kalonzo Musyoka to join him in UDA party. But one funny thing, up to now, William Samoei Ruto has never officially resigned from Jubilee Party and joined his UDA party. So technically, William Samoei Ruto is in Jubilee Party, and politically speaking, he is in UDA Party. So that's how William Samoei Ruto is operating. But there is one reason behind this. William Samoei Ruto was waiting to be chased out of Jubilee Party. He don't want to do it willingly. He is waiting these people to kick him out. And after that, Ruto want to gain sympathy among Kenyans and among some people who are a part of Jubilee Party. That is what he's looking for up to now. But one funny thing that William Samoei Ruto has not realized is that through the action he went through in the hands of President Uhuru Kenyatta, Kenyans already had sympathy for him. That sympathy has been there for a long time. And even William Samoei Ruto has gone to an extent of abusing that sympathy himself. And after that, people have got tired of having sympathy with him. Especially the time he decided to start abusing Raila Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta. Ile siku alianza kuwapea matusi. From that time, that sympathy already started fading from that. So already, William Samoei Ruto gained courage to approach President Uhuru Kenyatta. He was not being seen as a wounded person who is down so that he can get sympathy. And because of that reason, Kenyans already moved on. The sympathy is no longer there. So in as much as waiting for another sympathy, after these people have officially kicked him out, I think there's nothing people are going to maybe think about William Samoei Ruto. After all, Kenyans have so many things to think about. Remember, I'm saying this because I know during this NDC, of course, what is going to happen here will be almost something similar to what was happening for the Kenya party. There are people who will be kicked out of leadership because, of course, they are campaigning in another political party which is not realigning with the Jubilee Party. They have a different presidential candidate who is not the wish of Jubilee Party. So these people, of course, they are going to be kicked out. And some people are going to lose leadership position. And the biggest person here is William Samoei Ruto. Of course, when they ratify some of these issues there, they will elect in new leadership to take over the party leadership. And William Samoei Ruto will no longer be the deputy party leader of Jubilee Party. So that is what they're waiting for. Some people will be removed from those positions. And some new people will take over leadership. Then another issue here also is that after they have kicked William Samoei Ruto from Jubilee Party, the next thing UDA will try to do, maybe, will be to remove William Samoei Ruto as the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. And remember the other time, William Samoei Ruto was so much angry when he knew that Jubilee Party is going ahead to remove him from the party, because he knew his position is going to be affected. But who is William Samoei Ruto? He's no longer going to sit down and let it go like that. He will not allow to be removed from that position. The step he will take from there, of course, he will go to the court to get court order, which will help him to retain his position. Sasa Ruto atakuwa anatembea na court order kwa mfuko as the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. And if not, then he will not be anyone anymore. There is one thing William Samoei Ruto understands. The movement he will be removed as the deputy president. From that time, I think no one would want to associate with him. You know, people are attracted to power. And for him being the deputy president, we have people who are attracted to him because of that position and the protection that comes with that. So William Samoei Ruto understands that if he's removed this much earlier, people might not stay near him. Some calls will no longer go on. So for that reason, he wants to retain his position. And I know it is going to be possible through the courts. He will get court orders and he's going to stay there. But really, I think the right thing William Samoei Ruto could have done, because he don't agree with what is happening in Jubilee Party, is to totally quit Jubilee Party. Then go and campaign outside there. But sio tia anakwamilia hapo, and yet he don't agree with anything these people are doing. Of course, that one shows that he is not a genuine leader who cannot take a stand. And again, still on the deputy president, The reason why William Samoei Ruto might not resign from Jubilee Party is because he understands that he's going to lose these privileges, like the security he has around him when he's moving around the country. He has enough security and therefore nothing to worry about his meetings. When he wants to do all of his rallies, of course, the facility is there. The official residence of the deputy president. That is where he's doing all of his meetings. So that's a privilege he has. So all of those things, his fleet of vehicles, the convoy, is being fueled by the state. So all of those privileges are going to go. For that reason, William Samoei Ruto cannot allow to lose his position or even resign. So these are the things that William Samoei Ruto want to gain sympathy about, and then try to retain his position. That's why you see Dennis Itumbi is here trying to talk about this issue. Otherwise, if it was not this, then what could it be bothering them about these meetings in Jubilee? Of course, for them, they feel that Jubilee is no longer powerful the way it was. So they should just leave it alone. But they cannot do this. Now, Dennis Itumbi is talking about people losing jobs at Jubilee Party. So, of course, it is anticipated. If you are not in Jubilee and you are still working for Jubilee Party, what business do you have in Jubilee? It is true people are going to lose jobs, but it is because of their political stand. So there's no sympathy that can go with that. You are standing with William Samoei Ruto, of course join him. As simple as that. Then Dennis Itumbi has talked about Raila Odinga being invited into Jubilee NDC. This is not a new thing. We have seen Gideon Moi having his NDC. Of course, all of the One Kenya Alliance principals were invited. Raila Odinga was also invited. So, that party of these people who are attending that NDC, of course, they are just friends of that political party. When Senator Wetangula was having his NDC, he welcomed Gideon Moi, he invited them. Kalonzo Musyoka and Musalia Mudavadi. So they went there as friends for the Kenya party. So if Raila Odinga is working with Jubilee Party and they decide to invite him to that NDC, this is not going to be breaking news. It is something that has been there. Raila has attended Kanu NDC. So attending Jubilee NDC will not be breaking news. Like how Dennis Itumbi want to try and put it. So Raila can decide to attend or send someone, maybe his Secretary General, Edwin Sifuna. If not, then Governor Joe, who is his deputy, or Governor Wycliffe Oparanya, who is also another deputy party leader. So there is nothing like breaking news about that. It is common, and of course after this, what we understand is that Jubilee Party, after they have brought in new leadership, the next step they are going to take is now to go ahead and form or go into a coalition with the ODM and other like-minded political parties. Then after that, they will forge ahead the 2022 journey to state. Now, that is my take about this issue. I don't know your views, but what I understand is that I have very wise people on this platform. So the remaining thing is that let's meet in the comment section so that you can also give your views there so that we can have a continuation of this conversation. You don't need necessarily to agree with me, you can disagree with me, but constructive. In that way, we will be making the discussion to look more mature and helpful to other people. Thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you and see you in our next video.